So today it's Betsy and me out again in the wild.
Hi.
Yeah, most people say hello when they have a chance. We are out here and we are going to talk a little bit about some reseller business, because if you don't know, that's what we do. We buy things to resell on eBay and other marketplaces, and now in our brick and mortar store for profit. But we're going to talk about some stuff today, like one of the big clothing reseller YouTubers is quitting. He has quit. It's over.
That's
it's done.
Crazy.
It's you sleeping with the fishes. His eBay account's going to be sleeping with the fishes. So we'll talk about that. We'll also talk about Depop. And I did a video before where I talked about Depop suspending me and then saying it was permanent. And then I got on within like a couple hours.
Yeah.
So like, what the heck was that about? But apparently, one of our staff members at the new store has been selling, most of the stuff he sells is on Depop. Guess what?
He's suspended too.
And they said it was permanent for him.
Yeah.
But he doesn't know why.
Yeah, no reason.
No reason, they didn't tell him. So today we're out in the wild. We're going to try this place, Bus Stop Melts, because that's what we do now. We thrift, we hang out, we chat, we eat. So are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, we're going to get into it now. Make sure you stick around, because at the end of the video, I'm actually thinking that I'm going to show you maybe if we thrift some of the stuff we got and how much we actually price it for on eBay at the end. And I might actually show you some of our recent sales. So make sure you hang out until the end of the video. Let's go. You ready?
I'm ready.
Let's do it. So we got the grilled cheese melts, the Bus Stop melts. Now that is the goat. That is like 3 different kinds of cheeses. And I'll show you the other one. Hold on a second. This mess of a sandwich here is the Ava Gardner, which has, what do you call it? Has like pesto, vinaigrette, bruschetta. That's what it is. So we made a mess of that one. And then Betsy got one that has a jelly.
Bacon jelly and Gouda.
It has bacon jelly, bacon onion jelly. So very excited about eating that. So after we eat, we're going to talk about the stuff going on Depop. We're also going to talk about one of the big reseller YouTubers in clothing, men's clothing specifically, has quit. Is done. So does that mean there's more room for us to be in business, or does that mean it's just going to continue and he quit because eBay is sucking? You don't know, do you?
I don't know.
You have to wait and find out. Look at that though. After food, we chat. Okay, guys, I'm home in the art studio corner area, and we didn't go thrifting today. But I did want to talk about some of the things I talked about earlier. I'm going to show some of the recent sales we've had, though, too, at the end of the video. So make sure you stay for that, because we've had some really good sales lately. In fact, I listed something tonight, and it was crazy. It was gone within 10 minutes. And I don't think I underpriced it, but it was just nuts. Which shows you on eBay still you can list the right stuff, the right time, and have it sell immediately, which was really nice. So the couple of things I want to talk about, I wanted to talk about the Depop thing first. I got suspended. I'm not sure if you know, but I got suspended, and I got suspended really for no reason, for selling a counterfeit item that is something I bought brand new at Marshall's. And so I got that strike or whatever it was on Depop taken off. And they said, yep, okay, that's good. You've proved it, but you're still going to remain permanently suspended. And I went, what? That is not fair. But then my account worked anyway. But one of our new staffers sells a lot of stuff on Depop. And here's the thing, and I also heard this from somebody who commented on that video that I did talking about this. Their account was suspended, they say, for no reason, and they can't, Depop won't get back to them. So my staffer said that his account, he sells most of his stuff on Depop, and he said that his Depop account got suspended, permanently suspended, and they won't even give him a reason. They won't even give him a reason. So I don't know, guys, if you're going to sell on Depop, just be careful, because that's, never good news if they're suspending you and they aren't even, giving you a reason. So the other thing I wanted to talk about was one of the big YouTube resellers. There's YouTube resellers, like I am one. I am a YouTuber reseller who does reselling content and videos for YouTube. So one of the big ones that I watched faithfully and really enjoyed is called Taylor Exchange. And he's quitting. He's done. He is completely out of the business. So my question is, if he's done and completely out of the business, is that going to make it better for the rest of us who are staying? Does that make it better for me, Poochie's Pickers? Of course, because it's supply and demand. So the less people there are supplying to meet the demand of buyers, the better it's going to be for all of us. In fact, those of you who are considering quitting selling men's and women's clothing, which I sell a lot of on eBay, I would encourage you to quit, because that will make my business greater and greater. I'm just kidding. I like to encourage everybody. So if you're struggling, there's a few things I've noticed lately. One is I've kind of split up my accounts. I have multiple eBay accounts. So I've kind of split them up into several. I've taken items off the main account and have kind of moved them over to the secondary account. And now the main account is making a lot more sales. So I think there's something to be said for that. And for I moved a lot of the t-shirts and hoodies and things like that we sell in the store over to the second account. And we were having more sales on that stuff over there. So I think there's something to kind of dividing and conquering, because I think eBay, I really think, and I've always felt like this, they'll only give you up to so many sales a day. I really, really feel like that. Whether you do promoted listings or not, unless you have the absolute best items in your store, I feel like they give everybody so many sales a day, and that keeps everybody happy. So the goal, of course, is to get better items and continue to improve, which we've done. Our first series of videos was called The Road to 100K. We're there. On just one account. The other account is doing great too, so we're well over 100K. The other account we started actually was 0, and we have 3,000 or 3,500 listings on it now, but we started it with absolutely 0. We sold a couple things around the house to make $50, and that was our little nest egg that we were starting with, and we just started buying stuff cheap and selling stuff. We sold a bunch of stuff that wasn't the greatest, but we kept building up. And like I said, I think we have like 3,500 items in the store and have built that bank account up to several $1,000s. So that can be done on eBay. Taylor Exchange, his reason for quitting was, he has a young son and a wife, and he wants to spend more time with his family, and he was going sourcing once a week, which was 12 to 15 hours. He was having to drive to Dallas. Me, I have wholesalers that I source from. I have, I source online. I source on Whatnot and other platforms. So there's really no reason you have to do a 12 to 15 hour sourcing trip anymore. So he has other business ventures that he is doing, and I wish him well and luck, and I thank him for teaching me all that he did on YouTube. But adios, more sales for us. So the bird is excited to see you. So I'm going to go now, and I will show you some of the stuff that we have bought low and sold high recently. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. And again, be careful on Depop, because that is scary. They're just suspending people for no reason and not even telling them the reason. See ya. Okay, guys, as promised, sold. Calvin Klein jeans sold for $29.99 plus shipping. Everything we sell, we charge for shipping additionally. These Pittsburgh Steelers pants sold for $25. Keep in mind, the most I ever pay for things is $5 usually. Galway jersey, soccer jersey sold for $40. We always do really well with soccer jerseys. This is a really cool, it's not that old, but it's a Lane Frost t-shirt, and Lane Frost was a bull rider who was killed on a ride. This Buffalo Bills sweatshirt sold $29.99. NFL season is the time to sell NFL stuff, guys. The Doors shirt, this is great. It sold for $20. You see that big, huge hole in it? It's a vintage Doors shirt. Big hole, still sold it for $20. This NBA Dallas Mavericks older one sold for $60. Lethal Threat. This shirt sold for $47.04. Look, it's an older one, I think, but look at the design on that. This sold literally within 10 minutes of listing it. Eddie Bauer Goose Down Vest, $60. Alpaca sweater. This is the time to sell these. $39.24 is what it sold for. We probably paid $5 for it. Wayward Fancies. The dress, $34. These are some of our better sales. Of course, we have a lot of other sales, things that sell for less. This is Milano Moda suit jacket, sold for $30. We have a lot of things that sell for less, but I'm just showing you the bolos, I would say, are the things to sell, to look out for. Celebi dress. This is a style-based purchase, not a brand, but sold for $25. Vintage Marlboro jacket, sold it for $65. You always want to be on the lookout for vintage Marlboro, camel, and smoking stuff. Diane von Furstenberg dress. This sold for $37. Again, we probably paid $5 for it. This Outdoor Research shirt, I think was a Ben's purchase, or we paid like $4 probably at the Goodwill for it. The Territory Ahead, I bought this a while ago. You can't really see it, but it's got a great pattern, great colors, sold for $29. This, $34.99, just a Christmas sweater. And of course, didn't sell over the summer, but it's going to sell at Christmas time. Vintage red cap jacket, kind of a work chore type jacket, sold for $49. Really good price on that one. Jordan. This is great Philip Burke art on this. It's a good size 4X, sold for $39 or $49. Desigual shirt. I just wanted to put this up because of the beautiful colors. Sold pretty quick for $25. Vintage Wolfpack. This is the University of Nevada, Reno, I think. 70s shirt, sold for $30. I had it priced higher, but I took an offer. Montreal, Canada hoodie. Nice basic hoodie, sold for $26.45. This is hoodie selling season, guys. Lucky Brand jeans. We've been selling a lot of these lately. $24.99. We always do pretty well with Lucky Brand jeans if you get the right model. Ralph Lauren sweater, $27. Ralph Lauren is probably our best selling brand throughout the year. Vintage Puma jacket, look at the colors. Great colors on this, sold for $28.22. Paid a couple bucks for it, probably at the bins or maybe even on Whatnot. My middle name is Lovable. I just got this because I thought it was so funny, and it sold pretty quickly for $18. Can you believe that? Sean John, yeah, he's in trouble, but his clothes still sell, some of them. $38.99 on this sport coat, Sean John brand. This, just a nice Chico's vest, sold for $30. Nice colors, nice patterns. People always love the bright, bold stuff. Tangled shirt. So this is Disney Princess, sold for $40. Booyah! There you go.